60 minutes is all that makes the difference between moving on or having your season end tonight from Appleton Arena. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Q30 pregame show. My name is MJ Baird. Alongside me today, we have our ice hockey beat reporters here from Q30 Television, Kirby Paulson on my right and Kyle Levasseur on my left. Guys, past 2 nights, Quinnipiac and St. Lawrence have battled it out. Each team has split a game. Tonight, decisive game 3. What do you think?
It's playoff hockey, MJ. My heart was racing in those last 5 minutes last night. Great atmosphere here at Appleton Arena. I think we're going to expect an electric game 3.
Definitely going to be a hard-fought game. It's going to really come down to who gets that extra lucky bounce. They're going to be coming in with the same amount of intensity and physicality that they had the last 2 games. Should be a good one.
All right, so guys, bottom line, what do you think is going to make the difference here? So if you're Quinnipiac, what do you have to do to win and move on and upset St. Lawrence? Remember, this is the number 5 seed Quinnipiac against number 4 St. Lawrence. And if you're St. Lawrence, what do you got to do to move on?
I mean, for Quinnipiac, they just got to score early. We saw it yesterday, 16 seconds in, Alex Whalen finds the back of the net. Quinnipiac has played St. Lawrence in the ECAC tournament, counting yesterday and the day before, 4 times. In the 3 meetings before, they had not scored first and lost all 3. Yesterday, they score first and they win the game.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's coincidence, but it might not be a bad thing to score early. For St. Lawrence, they're just going to have to bring the same amount of speed they brought in that first game. They brought a whole lot of speed and pressure. They have to get back to those same ways for this one.
Kirby, it might be coincidence, but numbers don't lie. Kyle, what do you think?
For St. Lawrence, you have to push Quinnipiac's offense to the outside and not let them get those shots from the slot. Both of Craig Martin's goals came from the middle of the ice, and as good as Kyle Hayden is, he's not going to be able to stop every shot from the slot. As for Quinnipiac, they have to do a better job on their power play. Yes, they had 1 power play goal, but they also allowed a shorthanded goal. They have to figure out something to beat one of the best penalty kills in the country.
Guys, so it's going to come down to something here, whether it's a player, whether it's a strategy, whether it's a coaching change. So if you're Rand Pecknold, who's your impact player tonight you're looking to?
Oh, I'll mix both strategy and player. When you have guys like Brogan Rafferty and Chase Prisky who are offensively gifted from the defensive side, you have to use that to your advantage. When it comes to St. Lawrence, though, I mean, it's kind of hard to not pay attention to Kyle Hayden. But again, Quinnipiac was able to get to him, so we'll see how that affects him going into today.
Of course, Kyle Hayden, if he has that same performance he had on Friday night, Quinnipiac could be doomed tonight. Kyle, what do you think?
Yeah, Kyle Hayden's a great pick, obviously, but I got to go with Mike Marnell. When you have these big, important games, your best players have to step up. Mike Marnell leads the Saints in goals with 14 on the year. He had a goal and an assist in last night's game. He had plenty of breakaway opportunities firing up this St. Lawrence offense. Expect him to have a big night. As for Quinnipiac, I got to go with Derek Smith. He has 9 blocked shots on this series already, and I expect this to be a low-scoring game. Expect the senior leader to step up.
Guys, I'm going to go with 1, too. I'll put in my 2 cents, but I think it's going to be a strategy, and I'm going to go with special teams. Quinnipiac 1 for 12 in the past 2 games on the power play. They've had 6 opportunities both on Friday and on Saturday, and then for St. Lawrence, the same thing. They're 1 for 10 on the power play, so clearly not the power plays are succeeding most, but Kirby, I think we can agree this comes down to penalty kill.
Yeah, you know, and we talked about it a little earlier today before we went on air, and we talked about the fact that maybe Quinnipiac doesn't need to convert on the power play to win. They have such an effective penalty kill, and they were able to score goals yesterday. If they can get through Kyle Hayden today, they might have a really good shot at winning this game.
Of course, these 2 penalty killing units are the top 2 in the conference. Quinnipiac at 86.3, that comes in at number 2, and St. Lawrence just above them at 86.6. So a difference of 0.3 in terms of effective percentage. So Kyle, what do you think? Is it penalty kill or is it power play?
I think it's got to be Quinnipiac's power play. They just haven't been able to get anything going, whether it's entering the zone
but St. Lawrence's penalty kill is so good.
It is, but they just need to find someone that sparks this offense, whether it's Landon Smith or Tim Clifton, who have the experience in these big-time games. I think they can get past St. Lawrence's penalty kill.
So do you think they can win without using the power play and converting on that?
I think if they score early and they have the momentum like they did last night, and they're playing a full 60 minutes right out of the gate, then they'll be able to get past it.
Guys, we've talked about it all year long. This Quinnipiac team, just not the same resilient team they were last year in terms of playing from behind. Last year, you saw oftentimes, whether it was the first, second, or third period, Quinnipiac was able to erase deficits like it was nothing. That's not the case this year. So, Game 3 tonight, win or go home, Quinnipiac and St. Lawrence. For all Q30's coverage, check us out online at www.q30television.com and follow us for updates on Twitter at Q30 Sports. For Kirby Paulson and Kyle Levasseur, I'm MJ Baird. Check us out, intermissions, post-game, everything all included. Thanks for checking in.